Today we're going to discuss a really simple, I would call it a shoulder warm-up sequence. It's useful prior to doing handstands, prior to doing calisthenics, any kind of upper body work really, even as a standalone practice to do whenever. It's still really good for your shoulders, really good just to feel what's happening in the upper body, understand restrictions, get access to new movements, etc., etc., etc. This can get really complicated really quickly, so I just want to keep it as simple as possible, make it easy to remember. So we're going to do a number of different positions with the shoulder. We're going to try to keep the thumbs pointed back until we get to a bit low, and then it's a bit harder to do. And in each position we're going to do 3 basic concepts or protocols. The first one is to reach the arms out and then pull them back in. So whatever direction your hands are facing, you're just trying to make them go further away and then pull them back in. That's going to be mainly a scapular movement. Next one is just movements in the shoulder joint. So we're gonna again keep it very simple. You can do 10 if you want, I don't really count, but you can do up and down, side to side, circle clockwise, and then circle anti, or counterclockwise. And then the third variation is going to be, in some positions, maybe a bit more awkward, but that's also kind of the point, is the rotation. So every shoulder position, we have reach and pull, we have movements, shapes, and then we have rotation. And we're just going to move down 45 degrees in each position, and that's going to be the whole sequence. It takes maybe a couple minutes to do. Your shoulders should feel a lot better after doing it. If you need a different kind of stimulus, you can grab some light weights. Really simple. If you want to add more tension, you can make a fist instead of open hand. You can use bands to give force in different directions, right? If I go this way or if I go backwards, I can do that same movement sequence, but it's going to have a little bit of different intention because the force is going in a specific direction. But I like the idea of also being able to do something with 0 equipment, which is why I'm showing you this sequence, and then you can do with it whatever you will. So, starting with the arms overhead, elbows straight, try to get everything shoulder width, and first is just reaching the arms. So in this case, it's going to be up and down. And again, a good way, if you like to count, you can just do 10 of everything. And we pulse forwards and backwards. And this pulse, you want it to be isolated to the shoulder, and try not to do this like hip hop dance, chest open close type move, because we're focusing on the shoulder. So pulsing side to side, circle, and circle the other way. You can do bigger circles if you want, you can do small circles, you can do fast, slow. Again, that's up to you. There's so many ways to change this up. And then rotation. Rotation here is interesting. I'm not going to get too much rotation from the shoulder because it's near the end range. But try my best. I can rotate first from the hand to face the thumbs forward, and then I can finish with the shoulder because the hand is going to help to cue that shoulder rotation. So next position, 45 degrees above the horizontal. So first I'm reaching out, and then pulling in, and then pulsing forwards and backwards, up and down, circle the other way, and then rotation. So now I can get a little bit more rotation here with the arms not in the overhead position. And it doesn't have to be strict, just try to feel the movement, just to understand that in each position of the shoulder we have all of these potential movements, and this is still a gross oversimplification. So next we have arms at a cross position, so reaching out, pulling in, interesting fascial stretch when I reach out and really extend the fingers. So reaching out, pulling in, and we have pulsing up and down, pulsing forwards and backwards, circle, and then should be able to get quite a bit more rotation in this position. So external, internal, and then 45 degrees below the horizontal, still trying to keep the thumbs pointed back. I'm going to reach out and then pull in, reach out, pulling in a few times, pulsing forwards and backwards, or up and down. Yeah, I mean, I've been doing this one for a while, so it becomes automatic. Circle, but that's the point, is that it should be automatic. And like I said before, you can follow this concept, but I just wanted you to use it to kind of create your own and mess with it, create variations. And then rotation, and then last one. This one, it's going to be hard to keep the thumbs pointing back, so you can just think palms forward. And then the first one is shrugging, so pulling the arms in, pulling them down in the same direction they're facing, and then pulsing forwards and backwards, side to side, circle, circle, rotation. So I'm trying to get the thumb pointed up and then the thumb pointed back. So I guess I'm thinking about the thumb doing the rotation, and then it comes from the shoulder. So that's the sequence. Takes a couple minutes. My shoulders feel warm now. Again, you can easily make it more difficult by adding weights. You can do with a band. You can do it laying on your back, holding weights. You can do it laying on your stomach, with weights, without weights. A lot of potential variations, but it's a good sequence, and overall it will help get some blood to your shoulders. It will help you understand the potential movements in your shoulders. Shoulder health is a very kind of buzzword these days, but it is good for shoulder health, and you don't have to be doing handstands or calisthenics training to benefit from this sequence. You can just do it whenever in your daily life, and it's still good for you. So I hope this was useful. Let me know what you think. Let me know what else you'd like to see. Thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, whatever, and I'll come out with new videos whenever I feel like.